5 million for you in 2 years, right? Maybe even a year if you build quick. And they got to pay you, say, $10 million. You want 4%. So on every million, you're gonna get 40,000. So if you do a $10 million project, technically it should be 400,000.
Right.
Me, I'd be like, you know what? Give me 200 G's. You know, I'll give you a big break. Just pay me my money. Let me get you another one. You know, let me make $1 million in 2 years off of you. This guy could be making $15 million off of you, and he will screw you over for that $200,000 to go behind your back.
Right.
And then he has the nerve to say, I didn't do anything, and do me a favor. Can you find me more? And one thing about the people in the real estate, thank God they're not in the drug business, because I think they wouldn't even make it to getting murdered or killed, because on their first $10 ripoff that they do,
right,
they'll get slapped. They'll slap the shit out of them right in the back of the park or on the corner, and they'll know that I'm in the wrong business.
Right.
But in the real estate business, the reason why they do it is because they feel. See, people feel like, if you rob somebody for $50,000 cash, they ain't got the balls to do it. In my real estate, I could put $100,000 cash on the table, the one I was working at right now, and I could tell them the money's there with a video camera. And I said, I'm going to leave this money here. And somebody will probably try to take it.
Right.
But they know that I'm going to hunt them down and I'm going to fucking do something stupid. Right? And I'm not going to lie, I will. I will. I'll hurt them. I'll break their leg. I'll put a pipe over their head. I don't want to do that. I'm not a mean guy, but, you know, it is what it is.
It has to be done.
The majority of them would not do that. They think that if I rob a real estate deal from you, I technically didn't rob you. So I didn't take money out of your pocket.
You took potential money out of them.
You took, yeah, exactly.
Money you had to work for and possibly not get.
Exactly. And then when they get caught, they always try to use the old excuse that, you know, it's just, you know what it is? If you're going to be a thief and you're going to rob people, at least be a man or a woman and admit to it and say, hey, listen, I wanted to rob you for that $50K deal.
People are not going to do that. A thief is not going to turn into a robber.
And another thing,
it's not going to happen.
No, there are people out there that would, like, in the drug business, that would rob someone for $100,000 of stuff and say, you know, fuck you, I did it. What are you going to do?
That's not a thief, though. That's a robber.
But you know what I'm saying?
Right. There's people that,
These people, how about that? You're right. These people in the financial industry, they rob people every day.
They're faceless.
And don't they say to you?
And they want to stay faceless.
Don't they say to you, I don't think I robbed you. If you think I robbed you, bring me to court. And it's like, you know what? You guys got to realize something. The word court.
There's worse things than court.
No, I'm saying, but the thing about, but not everybody has enough money for lawyers. Not everybody has the patience for court.
And that's what they hide behind.
They hide behind the system.
Right.
Because the system will protect them.
Right.
Because this guy just dicked somebody out of $100,000.
But you won't be protected from walking out of the bar and having a pipe put in the back of your head.
That's why I believe that everybody should be given a second chance in that situation. Meaning, if somebody robs you for $10,000,
a mulligan.
No, what I'm saying is, just say somebody, not even real estate. You could be in any business, right? They should give you like a 3-strike in your app. Like the first time, like just say you go to court and you say, have you ever been in trouble before? No. What happened? Well, you know, I was doing a deal with this guy. We were selling a car and we are going to make $5,000. And the guy screwed me over $2,500. Okay, so what'd you do? I put a bat over his head and I put him in the hospital. Okay, no problem. You know what? We're not going to put you in jail because in a kind of a way, it's like a temporary insanity plea because you're working hard, you got a family to feed, you need money.
All of a sudden, somebody just takes the shit that was owed.
And especially if you bring a deal to somebody. If I say to you, Boris, right now, hey Boris, man, you got some money? Yeah. Listen, bro, we're gonna buy this car. The guy lives 2 blocks away. We're gonna buy this car together, and I have somebody who's gonna buy it, and we're gonna flip it. But I don't have enough money to buy the whole car.
Right.
So I'll use your money and my money. We'll go 50-50.
Right.
But now you have the money to buy the whole car. So you say, hey, you know what? No problem, Bob. So what you do?
And then I go up the street and I go, fuck it. I'm just gonna buy the car and fuck him.
And you sell to somebody else.
Yeah.
And then you tell me, hey man, I didn't do it. The other guy bought it. I just told him about it, but he paid you. So I think the judge should say, hey, you know what? Listen, I mean, I don't want people running around hitting people in the head with slapjacks and knocking their teeth out and breaking their jaws or breaking their kneecaps. But you know what? You robbed the guy,
right? And
you should have known that something like this could have happened. So
True.
I'm going to tell him, you got to do business better and keep yourself out of the situations. But I'm going to tell you, you got what you deserved, and I'm not putting this man in jail.
Well, the thing is, it's especially with the people that are coming up now, it's a big age gap in what respect should be. guys from back in the day, they'd probably understand that if you do something like that, a slapjack was coming for the back of your head.
That's why they didn't do it. If they did do it,
but here's the thing,
the crazy guys did
it. A lot of people today have the false illusion of security, talking about take me to court and do this and that, and don't realize that there's that people may take it to another level without that your protections don't follow. So if you are, if you owe somebody money and they just say, you know what, take me to court, and you thinking, okay, you're gonna get a letter or whatever, that you're not gonna see somebody who slapped the shit out of you for no reason on the street, and then all of a sudden you're gonna be like, why did I get my fucking shit slapped out of? And then they tell you, like, after they slap the shit out of you, you might want to pay what you owe.
How about that? I'll give you a perfect example. And I'll bring girls an example.
These things don't happen today much. So a lot of people are soft to the idea that it can happen to you.
Like, I know, I'll use an example. Back in the day, not when I was 13, 14, there was no real serious relationships. But I knew when I was like 19, 20, and there was girls dating certain people, even if the person, I didn't know him. But not that I was scared of the person, but I knew if I get with this guy's girlfriend, even for a one-night stand, or even go to a bar and get her messed up and have her over my house, even if I didn't do nothing with her.
That doesn't matter, yeah.
I'm going to have an issue with this guy.
Right.
Now, maybe I'll win the fight. Maybe I won't. Maybe he'll hit me from behind one day.
Right. Do you want that?
I was smart enough to say, you know what? It's not worth it.
Correct.
Because I know I'm not worried about the system.
You're worried about what he's going to do.
Exactly. Now it's different.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know right now, you can go down to a police station and say, officer, I have a problem. And he'll say, what? Well, I just moved on this block, and there's this lady across the street, and she's married with 3 kids, and she owns the house across the street. And I've been talking to her, and we're pretty friendly, and I'm trying to bring her out on a date, and I want to get intimate with her. I want to have sex with her. I want to chill with her here and there. Her husband came over and told me, because she's cool with me, and she's trying to be nice to me. She's not trying to be disrespectful. She's telling me, no, I'm married. But I keep on pursuing it. And the husband came over and said to me, yo, man, you keep on talking to my wife. You keep on trying to get with her. I'm gonna punch you in the face. Or I'm gonna knock you out. Or I'm gonna
threaten me.
Or he might get crazy and say, I'm gonna crack your fucking head open.
Well, he threatened me.
Guess what? You can go to a police station.
Mm-hmm. Put a PFA on him.
How about this? And that cop will say, really? Especially, I'm not saying to be sexist, but a woman cop would be like, that son of a bitch. Who does he think he is? You're gonna file a report. You take that report now. You go to the DA. You go to a judge who's a DA sitting there, and you tell them, I'm trying to have sex with this guy's wife across the street from me, and I'm trying to screw up his marriage. I'm trying to get this guy. This guy could lose his house. He can see his kids only 4 times a month. I'm trying to fuck up his whole shit because I'm a selfish piece of crap and I want to bang her. I want to bang her. I want to hang out with her. Right. And that judge is gonna say, okay, what's the problem? He threatened to crack my head open. Here's the text message. The judge is gonna say, that motherfucker, I'm gonna give you an order of protection against him. Now you can go across the street and you can call that guy's wife and say, hey baby, you want to come by and drink some wine and fucking sniff some fucking shit and smoke some weed with me? And that guy can see the message. And if you knock on his door and say, hey, is Jennifer home? And he answers that door, you could call up the cops and say, I knocked on the guy's door. He answered it. Now, I'll be honest. The guy...
You're just hiding behind that mic.
Hold on. What? I'm sorry. That guy will be locked up, right? Most judges will say, okay, you know what? This guy went to his house. Yeah. But by law, the cops have to lock you up because they tell you if that guy knocks on your door, you can't talk to him. Right. You got to run in your backyard. Right. Boom. If he walks in your house, it's a different story. Right. But if he comes on your property, different story. But if he's sitting in front of your house with a big sign saying, I'm going to bang your wife soon, you can't say anything. And if you call the cops, know what the cops are going to say? He has freedom of speech. He has rights. But you don't have rights to protect your family.
This is why I don't believe in threats.
But now imagine this.
If somebody were I'm not finished yet. If somebody were to do that to my wife or attempt to do that to my wife, they'd be hurt. I wouldn't say nothing.
Due to the laws now, I would handle it differently also.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I wouldn't even come up to the guy and say like, oh, no. I
would do differently.
If I see things that are going out of hand, you're going to be coming out of your job. You're going to be coming home. Somebody will fuck you
See,
up to the point of where, and they're gonna rob you too.
Yeah, but I
They're
wouldn't
gonna
do it that way.
they're gonna beat the shit out of you to the point where you're very hurt. You're gonna need the ER, and then guess what? If you keep on doing it, it's gonna happen again. So as soon as this side heals, I'm gonna crack this side open. I'm not gonna tell you about it.
This is the problem.
And I'm
though.
gonna be nice to you. Like,
problem,
what,
though.
Bill? What happened? Holy shit! You know.
Now watch.
So that's the thing.
I seen there was a guy in Texas. His house got broken into 3 or 4 times. One time while he was sleeping, the guy noticed they were coming in through the basement, and this guy was like, an older man, and he was the first 3 times or 4 times he wasn't home. When they did it to his house while he was home, he was scared.
Of course.
And he was
As you would be.
And he was calling the cops. Nobody knew who it was. So one day he sat in his basement, and this is where he messed up. He had a recording, and he was talking to himself. He was a little crazy, probably a little amped up.
Sure.
And he heard somebody upstairs, and he was talking to himself, and he was saying, "Up, here you come, you little bastards. Here you are. I dare you to come downstairs." And they came down. The first person that came down, he fucking shot and killed. It was a girl. A girl and her boyfriend were robbing houses in the neighborhood. Now they put the guy in jail for life, not because he shot the girl, because he planned it.
Right.
But I was saying,
right,
that guy, if he was to call the police and say, "Do me a favor, they're gonna come in one day this month, put a cop in my house every night. When they come, and lock them up." They'll
or
say,
just put whatever in my house, a recording, a camera, something.
No. The thing is, they're gonna say, "No, we're not doing that, sir." When they come and they break into your house, call us.
Yeah, that's
up.
when you call us.
Now, same thing with this. Now imagine they didn't put that guy in jail, and they said to the community, "This is the deal. You step into this guy's house,
You get shot.
you get shot." Every thief's gonna say, "Whoa!" They changed the rules.
Yeah.
So 2 things are gonna happen: either the thief's gonna bring a gun with him and go through a gun battle, which he doesn't want to do, because
Right.
robbery wants to be quiet.
Well,
so
yeah.
they're not gonna do it. So same thing. Imagine some guy was approaching the guy's wife, even trying to talk to his daughter. Actually, they just put a guy in jail because some guy tried raping his daughter in the bedroom, and the guy shot him in the bedroom, the father, and they're putting the father in jail now for 7 years.
Because he shot somebody, killed somebody.
Exactly, but the guy was raping his daughter, or was trying to.
I understand the father. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I'm on his side, but shouldn't have killed him.
What?
Life can be a lot more painful when you're a paraplegic.
I understand, but the thing is, he didn't try to kill him. He just shot at him. The guy came out the window.
I understand.
Yeah.
But the fact that see, that's the thing. That's where
Boris,
where
just stop right there, Boris. I understand, Boris.
When blonde rage and handguns get involved,
Boris,
it's.
I understand, Boris. Listen, if the guy was in the room and he was 5 feet away from me, he put his hands up, said, "Please, don't shoot." Then you have the gun on him, and you feel like you can get your daughter out of harm's way. I would say, "Okay, don't move, honey. Call the cops." I understand that. If you shot him after, you should go to jail because you had this guy. Whatever.
Right.
If you hop out the window, don't chase him. Just call the cops.
Right.
But when you're in your bedroom and you hear your daughter screaming, "Help! Help! Daddy! Help!" You don't know what's going on. The guy can have a knife in his hand, a gun. So
No,
you
you're
run
right.
in there.
You're right.
Your first instinct is shoot the bastard, and then ask questions later.
Absolutely right.
Don't wait for this guy to grab her in a headlock style,
Absolute-
snap your daughter's neck.
absolutely
This
right.
is a 13-year-old girl.
Right.
He can snap her neck in 3 seconds.
Sure.
So why take the gamble on your daughter? I'd rather
You're
go to
right.
jail.
No. I'm on his
So,
side.
100%. So I'm saying with this, right? Imagine a guy, some guy was approaching his wife every day and trying to get with her, making remarks to her. And, remember that movie Goodfellas where the guy came out of the house and beat him in the head with the gun?
Yep.
Back in the day, you would not go to jail for that. You know why? That guy wouldn't even call the cops. If he called the cops...
He knew better.
And he said, "I was trying to get with the guy's wife," and he beat the shit out of him. You know what the cop would say to him?
You're a
Stop
fucking
trying to get
idiot.
with his wife.
You're a fucking idiot.
Back in the day, you could sue somebody if they got with your wife. You could sue them for some kind of law with the marriage. They actually still have the law in Utah still. Someone just sued. Some guy had a wife. She was cheating on another guy with a millionaire. She left him for a millionaire. And he had the proof. He took a video camera to a hotel room, and he knocked on the door, and she answered. No, he answered. I think one of them answered. He videotaped, and he walked in the room and got both of them in the room together. They putting their clothes on. He went to divorce court, and then after he went to civil court, and he sued the guy for ruining his marriage.
Okay.
And all this kind of mental stress. The guy was worth like $1.5 million.
Not for long.
The judge told him. I said, "Hold on." The judge told him, "This is the deal. We still have this law in Utah."
Yeah.
And he has a right to sue you, like a civil case.
Yeah.
And he's suing you for whatever, $5 million. And she got his bank statement. You have 1.5. You're going to give him the $1.5 million. And guess what? The wife lost the house, the rights to the kids, half the money. She walked away with zero. She took the guy. So now her husband became a millionaire. And the guy she was with, guess what she tried doing? She tried getting back with him. saying she made a mistake. You didn't make a mistake. You made a decision.
Right.
So just imagine they had those rules still. Imagine that if you were able to go to court and say, yo, man, this guy has ruined my life.
Right.
Now, I don't want her back. I just want my kids. I want my house. And I want this guy. He's worth $100,000. Drain his bank account. Because she's only with him because maybe he's single, no kids, and has money. Take his money out. And let him be in my position. Because when you have a family, wife, and kids, you probably live in check to check.
But that's what we'd all want. That's justice, is what you're talking about. Pure form of justice.
Ain't no justice anymore.
Nope. There hasn't been any justice.
My point is,
there hasn't been any justice for a while. It's a matter of consequence.
So my point is that
people don't understand consequence
my
anymore.
point is, if people are gonna interrupt your life, and I'm not saying like calling you a name,
there are consequences,
or breaking into your car. I mean, that's minor shit. You don't kill somebody for that. But what I'm saying is, if somebody's gonna mentally destroy your life with a marriage,
there are consequences,
or rob you for $50,000, or screw you over, or something like that. If you were given a couple of, like, imagine a judge told you, listen, you know what, you're in the banking business. This guy screwed you over. This is the second guy you cracked over the head. Do me a favor. Get out of the banking business, but I'm not going to put you in jail. That guy said, you know what? Maybe you're right. I'm going to go be a construction worker.
Or maybe he's going to do it again.
Maybe, but maybe he'll be smarter. But the other guy, you're going to tell him, I understand that you're blind in one eye and you're deaf in one ear and your teeth are knocked out, but you robbed the guy for $50,000. You got what you deserve. Don't do it again.
Justice.
And that's it.
That's justice.
So guess what? No one goes to jail, and it's not a lesson learned for both of them. It's a lesson to the community and the world or the country.
It's like it's a Hammurabi's code: an eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth.
If you rob somebody for $10,000 and you get your ass kicked, we're not going to penalize the guy that you robbed. We're going to not going to penalize you. No one's going to go to jail. No one's going to get money. What you're going to do is you're going to pay the guy back his $10,000. And you're going to pay interest. And if you do it again for somebody...
That's justice.
And how about this? They should have something where... They should have something...
Legit justice.
They should have something where if you do it again, for every $1,000 you steal from anybody in the future, every $1,000 you steal...
There's a multiplier on it.
No, you get 1 year in jail. That's all. You want to rob someone for $20,000? You get 20 years in jail. Why not? I mean, it's not like...
It's true justice you're talking about there.
Yes.
That's why it'll never happen.
Let me tell you something. Right now in my life, $20,000 could be a game changer.
Ooh, you and me both.
A lot of people.
Oh my God.
80% of Americans
are living paycheck to paycheck.
The average American doesn't have more than $500,000 in his bank account.
Correct.
Like, the average one, but a family
Correct.
and stuff. Not saying single.
Correct.
So now,
period.
Yes. So $20,000 will change somebody's life.
Yes.
So when you have somebody sitting there who's worth $200,000, so he just robbed somebody even for $10,000. You are the reason why we're having issues in this country with the middle, poor, and rich class. You are the people that if we let you keep on going, you're going to become a millionaire, and you're going to hit more and more people. You're going to rob more and more people. You're going to screw more and more people over. You're going to create more poor people and more angry people.
It's like a financial predator.
Exactly. It's like a Madoff, but at a smaller level.
On a smaller level, yes.
So my attitude is, hit them. You rob the guy for, I wouldn't say 20 years or 20,000. You rob him for 20,000, every 10 years, give the guy 1 year in jail. Every 10,000. You rob someone for $100,000, you get 5 years. Anything over $1 million, you're doing 25 to life. That's it. Or you do like 20, 30 years.
Right.
I'm not saying,
menu prices.
And you have to 100% prove it. It has to be on record, paper trail.
Yes.
You got to prove it 100%.
Right.
You can't just say, this guy, I lent him $5,000 cash, you didn't pay me back. You can't do it like that.
Yeah, there's no trail.
I'm saying in business. And even like big corporations, like if some bank screws you out of your house or something like that, and there's a branch manager involved.
If you can prove it, shit.
Yeah, hit him.
Yep.
Hit him. You know what's funny? It's the funny part. This makes me laugh. If some guy decides to rob a woman, not even an old lady, I'm not gonna say old lady, even a young woman, robs a pocketbook. There's $200 in there. Robs a pocketbook, takes the $200. Doesn't put a hand on her, and gets caught. They're going to charge him with robbery, all those kind of 5 or 6 I don't know the exact charge, but they hit him a couple of charges, right? And they're going to put him in jail for like a year. But if somebody robs somebody for $100,000 financially, what they say to you? We can't lock him up. You have to sue him in civil court. But when some freaking guy who robs a lady, and I agree, the guy who robs a lady should go to jail.
Right.
But why can't you do the same thing to that guy? Because he didn't grab the purse.
Yeah.
But you know what's funny? The other guy,
he grabbed everyone's purse at the same time.
No, the guy who robbed the purse, He might have came out of his house and said, you know what? I got no money for food. I'm gonna, even the guy who robs in the store, maybe robs a couple of T-shirts or maybe some food, or maybe even goes in there and hops over and robs $50 out of register.
It's a move of desperation.
I'm saying yes, and the guy should go to jail because you should teach society that you don't have to rob to get by. I understand that, and give the guy a year in jail, whatever, for a couple $100. But he didn't plan that for 2 weeks. Now, a guy creating a financial crime. Okay, creating someone to rob from 20
Very
G's.
premeditated.
That might take him at least a couple of days of planning, 2 weeks.
Months.
That's like first degree murder.
Yeah.
There's a reason why for first degree murder you get life, and secondly, because you're a dangerous person in society. You're planning to kill somebody.
Correct.
So if you're planning to hit
and
someone,
then you do it.
if you're planning to rob people for 20 grand and you're doing it on a consecutive basis, how long should society let you get away with that?
Right.
When they actually going to tell this person, you know what? We're tired of your shit. We have you in this courtroom 3 times a year, and people are suing you because you're robbing them for 20 grand, 10 grand, 5 grand, 50 grand. We're tired of you. You know what? We're going to hit you with a nice little sentence right now. Not only are we going to take all your money out of your account and we're going to give it to this guy because you robbed him for 5 G's, you got $400,000. We're giving him the whole $400,000, number one.
That's justice.
And then after we give him the $400,000, hold on. After we give him the $400,000,
we're putting your ass in jail.
No, then you're going to pay a fine. And what you're going to pay is you're going to pay times 10 of what you stole. If you stole $5,000 from him,
that makes somebody never want to do financial
now
crimes
now
again.
you're going to lose your $400 to him. You're going to pay $50,000 when you come out of jail.
Right.
And when you come out of jail, on every $10,000 you have 1 year to pay. So on $50,000 you got to pay him back in 5 years. Guess what? This is the best part. You can never work in any financial institution again. You are only qualified.
Blacklist.
Yep, you're blacklisted. Now you can only work in fast. You cannot work around a register. You cannot work. The only thing you can work is construction. You can't even be a fucking bartender.
Right.
You could imagine a guy who's doing banking saying, you know what? I have a choice right now. Even real estate. Me and this guy are doing a deal.
High crimes.
There's a $50,000 commission. If I go behind his back and steal 25 and get caught, I lose my $500,000 of my house to him. I also go to jail, and I got to pay a hefty fine. And then after that, I have to work at I can't even work at a Burger King. I have to be a construction worker. I got to work in the parks department. I got to drive a bus, maybe a cab.
Right.
I'm not. Actually, no, you can't be around a cab because cab is the amount of money of a. Actually, you can drive it. I'll give you the cab. I'll give you the cab, but it has to be something through because I don't want you around credit cards.
Right.
I'm serious.
Right.
I don't want you around certain things. So my attitude is that would be like an earthquake in a room. That will put ripples through the whole system.
Yes.
That will tell people, hey, listen, you want to hit somebody for freaking $200,000?
We're going to hit you back.
We're going to hit you 10 times harder.
Right.
And guess what? The person that you rob will become rich. You know what the best part about it is? We're going to give a good person all your money and take the money from a bad person. That will make society better.
Absolutely.
That guy with the $1 million
That's
now?
true. You're talking about true
justice.
But that's the thing, though. And this is all over the world. It's got nothing to do with us.
No. It's all over the world.
Yeah,
all over the world.
It's just to a matter of degree where it's worse or where it's better.
But right now, I'm talking about the United States. This is where I'm from. This is where the laws I know. Because other countries, if you rob someone for 5 Gs, they'll shoot you in the head. Some countries, I know that's true. But that's monarchies and like communist countries, even like even regular democratic countries. Pakistan's like kind of democratic way, right? I would say. They practice it, place like that, but they'll still shoot you in the head if you rob or you try to have sleep with their wife. And I don't agree with certain things, but some of these governments have some penalties for certain things.
Yeah.
Like I like in China, if you molest a little child, pedophiles, we're not putting you in jail and feeding you.
They'll make you disappear.
No, after the court case, when you're guilty, they walk you back to the courthouse. They have some little yard there. And I don't know if they hang you or shoot you, but you're done 5 minutes later.
You're done. You make it disappear.
That's it. You're not disappearing. Yeah. They know where you are. They kill you. Oh, I'm sorry. They allow your family to see you one more time, depending on the crime. You know what? If you do a financial crime in China, big enough, death penalty, and your whole family loses everything they have, they go on the street.
Yeah, they go down to the roots.
Bro, they take them out to the freaking. They take them out to like the mainland and say, hey, listen, take them out on the farm. Go find your way now. And the people know why they're there, so they won't even give them a job. So these people actually have to go to some person who's like, all right, you know what, work for $2 a day. These people are millionaires.
What's up, Joe? Welcome to our fancy conversation.
So my thing is, in any business with commissions, if you're gonna dick people out of a lot of money, and the other person can prove it,
right?
Especially with a real estate, is if you dick one person over, you should lose your license. You cannot have a business. You can't do real estate anymore.
Yeah.
And any deals you have pending.
Hit me.
What? Oh,
Yeah.
any deals you have pending automatically get canceled. You know, if you have a deal going and you already have a deal going and you have it in contract and you're getting paid 80 G's in 3 months, that deal's automatically canceled. You gotta hit them hard.
Yes.
Because people only steal money like that because they know that the person they're stealing from, he don't have money for lawyers. He's not going to bring me to
We're
court.
going to stall.
He's not going to kill me.
We're going to stall him into bankruptcy, baby.
And I'm going to hide my money.
Yes.
And they know what's going to happen. I don't have the money. I never took it. They're going to move it 10 times.
Exactly. And you got to pay for a lawyer every time you walk in there.
Exactly.
So that's when you're going to get hurt.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? Joe, what do you think about all that?
So my opinion,
because if I try to read your name, I'm going to
you know what sucks, though?
Joa Coca Popero. Yo, that's some real shit you wrote.
You know what sucks, though? Honestly, and I can do it from experience. When you actually go to a real estate and you go for a job the first time, you talk to the person, tell them, listen, I'm going to come here 10 hours a day. I'm going to bring you a good deal. And you actually do it. And you give it to the guy and you trust him. You say, listen, you have a buyer. Yes, I have a buyer. And you give it to him. And he pretends he's working on it for 2 weeks. And then all of a sudden, he doesn't talk about it anymore. And you say, what's going on with that deal? And then he says to you like 2 days later, oh, I spoke to my guy and he said he's not interested. And he tries to convince you it's a bad deal. I'm going to teach you something. I know real estate did this. You can have a phenomenal deal. And they'll set up a meeting. They'll bring a buyer, usually their friend. They'll sit down and they'll say, you'll bring the client. This is the homeowner. That's the buyer, broker and broker. The investor will say, okay, how much you want for your house? I want $1 million. He'll say, I can only offer you 600. And this guy's going to say, nope, ain't happening. Have a nice day. Everyone can walk out of the room nicely. I'm sorry things didn't work out, but I can't sell for that price. He walks out. What happens the next day? The buyer calls the guy up. Hey, remember we met yesterday? Listen, I know I offered you $1 million. I know you offered you $600,000, but I thought about it again. And I did some more research, and I found out your property. I can do something with it, and I'll give you $900. Now he buys the property from him. You know who put all that together? The real estate guy. So he purposely lowballs in front of me, convinces me the deal's no good. I walk away thinking the deal's dead. I find the next one the next day, and then he. On the side,
you were cut out of that bad boy right there.
Exactly,
and
the
it still
owner's
went
never
through. 100,000 under, but it still went through.
How about this? The owner's never gonna say nothing because they just want their money.
Right.
They don't care about it, and I don't blame them.
Right.
They might send somebody else to do the negotiations, but the owner wants to just sell and get the hell out.
Right.
Especially if they're in trouble.
Exactly.
The real estate guy, they do it to everybody because their goal is bring in 20 deals. Maybe I'll sign one for you, some small one, throw you a couple thousand, keep you happy, keep you eating McDonald's every day so you don't starve. Maybe some pizza, you know. But at the end of the day, what they're doing is they're piling up deals. They make you so fed up and so mad, but you say, you know what? Even if you're doing on good terms, you know what, man? I've been here for 4 or 5 months. I only closed one deal, and I could work with my friend and make $150 a day. I'm gonna quit. Once you walk out of that office, my man's opening that file and say, oh, there goes his 20 deals. And then he has his cousin come in or his friend and say, hey, do me a favor, work on all these. And then he does it to him next.
Because
it's called the recycling process.
Because there were no consequences for the first time it happened. Now imagine if there were consequences.
Now, I'm going to not read names, no companies.
Nope.
No, I'm going to read you text messages.
Don't do none of that.
2 seconds.
Don't do none of that.
I just want to read 2 seconds.
Don't do none of that.
Why not?
Nope.
It's nobody's names.
Don't do
all right. But I can tell you.
Don't do none of that.
All right, but I can just tell you with nothing, no specifics, that hypothetically, I bring somebody a deal, right? And when I present it to them, I don't present that deal. I presented 20 deals in one neighborhood, and they're all pretty much similar. Some are a little bit high, and some of them are no good, but some of them are good, and some of them are bad. But I know out of 20 that at least 2 or 3 of them, 2 of them are definitely good, and 2 or 3 more are definitely worth trying for. And I can agree that maybe 15 of them are not worth our time. Let's focus on these 5. These 2 are good. These 3 are possibilities. The other ones, we'll worry about them after these 5. We go through them.
Yeah.
You know what they tell me? They try for one of them. Hey, Bobby, listen, amazing job. I like how you did everything. I like how you attacked it. I like how you researched everything. I like how you're working. But you know what? these deals are not for us, and this is not what we're looking for, and they're too much money, and there are too many issues. Do me a favor. You're in Manhattan now? Let's start looking for some stuff in Far Rockaway. Or let's start looking for stuff in Brooklyn. And I say, okay, no problem. And then know what they do? They have all those deals on file. Now, while you're working in Brooklyn, they're taking those deals, and they're giving them out to another office. And you'll never know they got done. Now, me, I find things out a certain way. Because it happened to me so many times.
So somebody did that shit.
When somebody tells me, how about this? When I give somebody a deal, I know investors. They know if it's a good deal or not within the first 5 seconds, just by showing them the neighborhood, the address. But when I give somebody a deal, and they tell me no, but they give me a 10-minute speech on why it's no, you're a fucking liar. Because now you're putting an act into it. If I give an investor a deal right now, say, yo, listen, I got this deal, this is the address. Bobby, I don't want this neighbor, this is no good, throws it back at me. He didn't even look at it. That's how I know it's no good. Because he been there before, around the block a couple of times.
Right.
I've been on this block, or I've seen this property.
Right.
I don't want to go this route.
Right.
But when they look at it and they say, this is why the deal's no good. It's a foot under. It has a chip on the concrete. The window's broken. What they're doing is they're trying too hard to prove to you that
is
the deal's
no good, so you leave it be.
It's basically they're manipulating you.
Of course.
And then they say to you, "Oh, bring me something a little better." And it's actually a smart tactic because now they want you. Now they want you to really try to find the same deal for a cheaper price.
Sure.
Meanwhile, that deal is good. The next one's gonna be phenomenal.
Yep.
And then they'll find a way to say, then the next one you bring that's really good. They get smart. Okay, I can't turn this one down too fast. Then they'll say to you, "I'm gonna bring it to my friend and see what happens." Then before you know it, oh, my friend was gonna get it, but then his friend.
Right.
The longer the story, the better the deal is. And the more you're getting fucked in the ass. And I always say one thing. If you're going to fuck me in the ass, don't wrap around and jerk me off. Smack me in the back of the head. Act like you're inside of this. You know, if you're going to fuck me in the ass, smack me in the back of the head. Act like you're into it. That's all I'm saying.
Well, listen, we just learned something. The art of the bad deal.
Yeah, not the art of the deal, the art of a bad deal. Because I always believe no deal's bad. Every deal.
Unless you make it bad.
Yes. No, I always heard one real estate guy told me
greed is what makes a deal.
No, he
bad.
said, Bobby, there's no such thing as a bad deal. No such thing as a bad deal. Every deal can be done. If it's not a good investment property, you can do a listing. If it's not a listing, you can do a remortgage or refinance. You can find some way to make $1,000 off that deal. So a real estate guy would say, you know what, Bobby, this is not a good investment property for me, but it might be a good deal for my friend.
Here's
on a
what
listing.
we could do with it.
Maybe we could try this. Let's go for a loan modification. The guy's in foreclosure. Maybe I'll give it to my friend with those loan mods. They'll get a refinance.
And then we'll get a kickback from that.
Get maybe $1,000 just to keep you happy.
Yeah.
You don't have to eat McDonald's tomorrow. Maybe you can get chicken parmesan hero.
Yeah, man.
You know, maybe you can go to maybe you can get a hamburger and fries this time from a real place. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you can step your game up and go eat at Boston Market. But for some reason, these motherfuckers will say, this is not a good deal. And they give you the biggest bullshit reasons. When I tell you the reasons they gave me, I sat there and I looked at them and I was like, my man, if you're going to lie to me and I'm going to be here for 2 hours, get me something. Because I'm going to fall asleep.
A waste of time is a waste of time. And time is money.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And if you think that time is now money, you're a fool.
I can teach. I mean, listen, I always tell people sometimes the best deals you make are the ones you walk away from.
Still a deal. You didn't lose.
Exactly, you won. But I also tell people there's no such thing as a bad deal. You know? It could be a deal that you don't want to waste your time on. That's okay. I'm not going to waste my time in this deal because I can make more money somewhere else.
Right.
But don't ever say a deal's bad. There's no such thing as a bad deal. No such thing as a dead lead.
I like that. That's something I'm gonna put into my own practice.
Lead, you know,
I enjoy it.
It's like you. So somebody can give you a beat. You can say, listen, you can say the beat's not my thing, but you can add on to it. You can change it up. You can change the deal up.
I can give it to somebody.
You can give somebody who might want to use it for something else.
Right.
It could be good for a cartoon. It could be good for a commercial. It could be good for a song.
Yep.
It could be good for a fucking jingle. It could be good for anything.
Absolutely.
Anything for a movie.
It's looking for a positive in something that's the way, the art of the good deal.
It's like getting a Christmas tree and saying the tree is ugly, Put some fucking decorations on it first. Then
and
tell me
make it pretty.
Exactly.
You
make
can
something
make
out
it
of it.
pretty.
You know, a piece of paper looks boring. Start to draw on it. It looks a little more interesting.
Right.
But some people, they don't even want to put the pen on the paper.
Well, because they don't want to put effort into making something.
No, because they put more effort. So when somebody puts more effort into the story than the deal, you know something's up.
Right.
They're putting so much effort into the story. I had a person one time tell me I showed him a deal and I disagreed with him. I said, this deal is good. He goes, hold on a second. 3 hours later, I'm actually in Burger King because I had no fucking money on me. And I'm ordering 2 opportunities and cheese and a fucking small fries.
Can't go wrong
and
with
I'm
that.
buying an Arizona iced tea down the block and I'm hiding the fucking thing and putting it in the cup because I can't afford to pay $1.69. I can pay $1. The guy named, I can say his name, right? Doesn't matter.
No, don't say no
Well, a certain guy calls me up. Says, Bobby, I'm friends with so-and-so, your boss. Okay, so hold on. Yeah, I understand you showed him a deal and you don't understand why it's not good. And he started telling me a story on why it's not good. And he started telling me, because it's going to cost about $500,000 to rehab. Little he know that I went to school for construction. I have worked on a lot of houses in my life, especially in the past couple of years out in Rock with the Hurricane Sandy. And he's telling me about the tile floors. I was just doing tile floors with my friend Tommy. And I don't know everything about them. I'm not going to say I know everything. But I do know that when he tells me, well, you know, the kitchen's going to cost $50,000, the bathroom's $20,000, and then the floors are... I said, wait.
Just for tiles?
I said, yeah. I was doing... the tile work's a lot of money. I'm not going to knock him. I said, I know people... These houses were small. This wasn't a huge kitchen. This was like something like an apartment like yours, a small kitchen back there. Mm-hmm. I said, wait, I know someone that'll come in and do a kitchen job for like 6-7 G's quick. You know, small cabinets, bathroom's like 10 G's, like, you know, ripping pipe, all that kind of stuff. Tile floor. I mean, you can't say $500,000. You can say maybe 50 G's for everything, but don't tell me 250 G's.
Right.
That's where I catch them.
That's when you're padding
Then I say,
list.
wait.
You're padding the list.
And I tell the guy, wow, the bathroom's 6x8. I did a couple of bathrooms like that. My guys are charged $8,000. Why are you saying 20?
Right.
Oh, but you don't understand. I have to walk up the stairs. I have to carry things. I have to hire workers. They start going into all these other things.
Well, you know,
they go down to I have to buy workers food.
This brings me to something similar that happens in my business.
People who lie about murders, they just keep on talking and tripping over their shit. That's how they catch them all the time.
Well, let me tell you.
You hear what I'm saying? There's one thing you say when you're locked up. There's one thing you say and one thing only.
Nothing.
Exactly. And if you do say something,
lawyer.
Only one word. Lawyer.
Yeah.
These guys don't know the word. They'll say 50 things.
Well, this brings.
They'll tell you have to level the floor without even being in the house. I'll say you have to level the floor. How do you know the floor ain't level? Oh, I'm assuming they add shit on.
Right.
Hate to say it, they're kind of like Democrats in the way and Republicans, because they both add on stuff to each other.
Correct.
On some bullshit thing.
It's called pork. Adding
good
pork.
one. Adding pork. Yeah, I like that.
But the reality is, I run into this in my business a lot. You talk about somebody who tells you. Somebody who talks, instead of saying no, they'll tell you why no. You know where I get this? I get this when I do state inspections. A New York state inspection, I have learned in my business, is like this. Everyone wants to pass. Now, not everybody drives a safe car. I try to do shit by the book because I don't want to drive next to you and have your fucking wheel fall off and...
Plus, you're signing off on it, so nobody.
That's aside the point.
Yeah,
every
most important part,
every sticker I sign off on. So,
and you want return business too, obviously.
No question. I want to make sure, and I tell people, I said, I want.
You're in sales too, like me.
I want
selling your services.
I want your vehicle safe.
You provide a service, so do I, and you're selling yourself at the end of the day.
So, now this is where we coincide. When somebody comes in and goes, "I'd like a New York State inspection." Okay. All right. If that's all they say. Most of the time, I think nothing of it. Okay? Now, if I find something, I find something. That's just the way it works. Most of the time, the people who just say, I want New York State, you find brakes that are fucked up. You go, you know what, man? You're going to need brakes to pass. Oh, shit. God bless. You show them, and they go, fuck it. Yo, we got to do the brakes. You do the brakes. Now, you get the other guy who comes in and goes, I need a sticker. This is when I know shit's askew. So what do you mean you need a sticker? You need a New York State inspection, right? Is that what you need?
No,
Or
you need a sticker. Just put it on for me. I'll pay you $50. I know
so,
it's
it's
like,
like no. What they tell you is that's the first red flag is I need a sticker. The second one is when they come in and go, I just need a New York State inspection. The car is all good.
Yeah. They tell you it's all good.
That's the one where me and you coincide. How the fuck do you know that it's good, Pops? Do you work on cars?
Yeah.
And if you do work on cars, why the fuck are you coming to see me?
Exactly.
Don't you have people in the business who are just lick and stick?
I love people that tell me that, these deals are no good. Listen, I'm being honest, and I'm bringing the deals. I'm like, then fire me. If I bring you 15 deals and you tell me they're all no good, why the fuck are you still paying me and telling me to come in tomorrow? Well, you should be telling me, yo, Bobby, these deals suck. I'm getting tired of this shit.
Yeah, you don't know what you're doing.
No, not that you don't know what you're doing, but these deals suck. You're picking the wrong ones.
Right.
Do me a favor.
Go here.
No. Yeah, either do this or do that. If not, get the fuck out of here. You're wasting the desk. You're wasting space. But no. They tell me, Bobby, you're doing a great job. You're bringing in 10 bad deals a day.
And then
Keep on bringing them in, Bob. Great job.
And then at the same time, going further with it, you're going to have people, when somebody argues, like the one place you don't see people ever arguing is at a doctor's office. You go to a doctor's office, the guy tells you, you got this.
Yeah.
You need to take this. Doctor, thank you. I will. And
Exactly.
that. In my business,
Yeah.
everyone's a tough guy. Tell them.
Yeah. They're all mechanics, too, by the way.
Of course.
Everyone I talk to is a real estate agent that own the houses.
Of course.
But they owe $900,000 on investment property. But I'm professional.
Yeah.
You're a kid.
My car is all good.
I've been doing real estate for 10 years. I haven't paid a bill yet.
My car is all
Yeah.
good.
You're a moron.
And you throw it up on the lift, and you see that the ball joints are doing the dance of love.
Yeah.
So you're nice enough to go, hey, come here. Look at this. Click, clack, click, clack, click.
I think a small hit of this thing, right? 'Cause this thing hits
Small
hard.
hits. Just go. No, don't hit the button first. Go like this.
Oh, really?
Hit the button while you hit.
Ah, that's a problem. All right.
Yeah. So
I'm almost better, though.
yeah, there you go. See, that's why.
Well, I'm sick, too.
That doesn't help.
Yeah, I didn't cough as much last time.
So it's like
Ah.
you taught a guy like, look, man, this ball joint's doing the dance of love, and this happened to me before.
I know what that means.
This
yeah.
happened to me before. Your wheel is fucking wobbling. You know what I'm saying? Do me a favor. Fix this shit before I pass inspection, before I sign off on it.
Yeah.
We did this one time. I remember this Toyota truck. I remember like yesterday. Toyota truck came in, same situation. The ball joints was wobbling. I told a guy, I said, listen, I know you're a friend of the shop. You're this guy and that guy. This shit ain't safe.
No.
I'm not going to pass this. But what I'll do is, I'll do you a favor. I'm not going to charge you. Okay? Just get this thing out of here. Get it fixed. And when you bring it back fixed, we'll pass the inspection. Okay?
$20 for lunch. I know the deal, yeah. Yeah, throw me a tip.
Now, day goes, everything's lovely. The next day,
He's back with the same problem.
no. The next day I walk in, I see the truck in the lot. Like this. Slumped. I said, what the fuck is this? I said, is that the same fucking truck? It goes, yeah.
Now his axle snapped or something, right?
No. Well, he was driving. He tried to make a turn. The ball joint that I told him was going to snapped.
Yeah, awesome.
Okay?
Great, yeah.
Agreed. Now, once it snapped, God forbid, you're on the highway. I hope I don't wish this upon no one.
Especially in the rain, you're done. It's over.
Anywhere. Let me tell you something. I don't give a fuck.
Going 30, 40, you're done. That's it. You're in trouble.
You're in trouble.
Even 20, you're in
There's
trouble.
a potential that you're going to hurt someone else aside from yourself, and you're going to damage your property and somebody else's property. So now, on top of all of that, you're incurring a tow bill to come back to the same guy who told you to fix it. So now you're going to weigh out the options of whatever that repair costs as to what you just paid now to pay me to fix this thing? Let's be real here. Everyone wants to get by, but with safety, you just don't. And I see this shit all the time. I see a lot of it from the taxi cab guys. And most of the time when I find shit wrong with their car, the first thing I'll tell them is, yo, you drive people around.
Yeah.
These people are unaware of your bald ass tires.
Yeah.
You can't tell me the tires are good. Nah, it's still good. So what you mean, nah? You can't tell me these things. I'm looking at them. I made the judgment. The call is done. You're not going to tell me shit because you drive people around. I'm trying to make sure you do not get sued for negligence. And then when your shit crashes, they're going to look at the sticker and say, who signed off on this? Oh, yeah, a week ago? There's no way these tires could have worn within a week like that. Okay. They're going to trace it back to me. Now I'm going to have to go to court. So it's... Everyone's a tough guy. Everyone is what you are when they want to be.
I think the whole topic we're talking about is just...
Ego,
people screwing people over money. I just think it'd be nice. I don't care who the president is. He puts a paper saying you screw somebody over on money, they have the right to fuck your shit up to a certain extent.
Hammurabi's code, bro.
Yeah, they can't shoot you or stab you.
Right.
They can't hit you with a bat.
Sure.
But they can use fists. And
I like that.
They will get up to a broken jaw, no jail time.
You can get in the ring with them.
Yeah. Like have a rule like if they knock you to the ground, they can't hit you on the ground. If they hit you on the ground, we'll charge them. But
some MMA rules.
yeah, like if the guy comes in the fucking office and he knocks you the fuck out and hit the ground and he walks away, even if he hit your head and die, they'll say it wasn't his fault.
He didn't hit him twice.
He didn't mean to hit you.
He just hit you once.
I mean, he didn't mean to kill you.
And you bust your head on,
Remember,
the desk.
you meant to rob him.
Right.
He didn't mean to kill you. I want to teach you a lesson, you know what I'm saying? That's it. And another thing, too, would be awesome is that if the guy knocks out 4 of your teeth, the city should say, oh, you knocked out 4 of his teeth? We're going to give you $10,000. Like the lotto. We're going to give you $10,000 a tooth.
Then
plus.
this guy's going to be waiting to clock somebody in the mouth.
Imagine this now. Imagine a guy saying, I'm going to rob this guy for fucking $10,000. And they're saying, yeah, but if he's going to get his $10,000 back and he's going to knock 7 of your teeth out, make $70,000 off it. They'll be like, holy shit. Broken jaw, $25,000. Broken nose.
That's a whole different type of justice
they'll say,
right there, bro.
You can't stab him or shoot him, but if you give him every black eye you give him, $5,000 a black eye, $10,000 for a broke nose, $25,000 for a broken jaw. Yeah, but you can only hit him one time. Yeah, pick your spot.
Right.
That's it, done deal.
Right.
You know?
You got to McGregor him.
Kneecaps are 100 G's each.
If you knock him out, it's like a flat $500,000.
But know what's great? Is that the city will pay you. But you have to have proof he owes you the money. But $100,000 a kneecap is fucking nice. This is even better. It's the better one. Because it's very hard to do. If you could find a way to break this motherfucker's finger without him moving around and shit, $1 million a finger. But you only can break one. And if you break the thumb, the thumb is the daily double. The thumb is $2 million.
Yo.
We can do each finger. 1 million, 2 million, 3. The middle finger is 3 million, 4 and 5.
You make sure it goes like this for you swing.
Anything. You can pick what you want to do, but you got to do it, and you have 1 minute. After a minute,
you got one swing.
That's what I'm saying, though. But that'd be fucking awesome, though. And how about this?
Hammurabi's code, man.
But how about this, though? You can hire somebody to do it, but they have to get half the money. That's even better, because now you know who's going to do it. Imagine you going to the store. I'm going to pack a new coat, please. Some guy comes behind you and goes... and, you know, that's a done deal.
Bitch.
Yeah, 1 million, you know, and half and half. Boom.
Yeah.
You know, and
you'll open up a whole new industry.
Yeah, it'd be great. People are unemployed, right?
Yeah.
There you go. Jobs,
baby.
You know, that's it. Done deal. Done deal. Jobs. You know, great. It's a good idea. Listen, I just lost my job. Now I'm a construction firm. I'm laid off for fucking 6 months. You know, I got laid off from the job. No problem. You want to break someone's jaw for me? They owe me fucking $3,000.
No
problem. 25 G's.
I'm with it.
Boom. $50,000. No problem. You got half. You got half. No problem. I mean, you actually get to go down to
solve somebody else's issue.
No, after you do it, after you have to call the cops after you do it and say, "I did this."
Yep.
He owed money. Here's the proof.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
You have to go to the police station, file a report that you did it.
Just a quit of everything.
And then
you get paid.
You go down
to the city office.
Let me tell you something right now. There'll be no more welfare.
You're right.
I'm serious.
You're fucking right.
People will be coming out of the woodworks. I want to do this for a living.
Yeah.
Can you imagine that?
You'll start an industry. That's an industry right there.
Be great. No, you will start.
Consequence awareness.
No, you will start. you will start trust in honest business.
Yeah.
Because some little pencil pusher up in J.P. Morgan or Chase Bank or fucking some real estate, you know, it could be anywhere. Yeah. Even a boss who owns a burger stand who doesn't want to pay his worker for $400 because he fired him and says, F you. You create an industry of saying, some guy can walk in here
and break your fingers.
Just break your one finger.
Right.
And he gets $1 million. And the city pays him.
Yep.
Let me tell you something.
The city would take such a hit, bro. It'd be bankrupt quick.
How about this?
Quick.
Not only at the $1 million, you can only see the doctor after the guy's paid.
That's
even
shit.
better.
Nah, you can.
Nah, fuck that shit.
You can cause some injury that way. Let him see a fucking doctor.
Nah, fuck that.
Come on, man. Nah, that's insult to injury, and that's ego talking, man.
You rob somebody for 10 G's. Someone breaks your finger. After they break your finger, right? Guy comes, officer, I did. I broke his finger. Why? He owed me $10,000. I broke his finger. Okay, lock this asshole up. Bring him down to the police station. Now you're in a jail cell. The guy who broke your stop. The guy who broke your finger and snapped it in half when you were buying a fucking slice of pizza in a pizza place. He's sitting down and saying, "How you doing, sir?" He's sitting on the bench. Hold on a second. Do you want a sandwich?
You're gonna get permanent injuries, man. You can't do that.
No,
you can't.
Well,
you
know
can't,
what?
You can't prolong the suffering. You can't prolong the suffering. If you're gonna break his finger, okay, let him see an ambulance after.
You know,
you can't go to the extremes, man.
You ever hear the old saying?
Can't go to the extremes.
You see what George Collins said? Yeah. You want to take care of a couple of these little pedophiles? Yeah. Put them in a room. What was it? Put them in a room with a jackal on angel dust or something like that.
With a hyena
on angel dust. He goes, there goes a guy who won't be touching any little fucking Johnny anymore. It's true though, because some guy will be sitting in a jail cell with his fingers snapped back. He's getting ready to see the judge. And he's going to the judge for something he did wrong.
Dude, he's going to be in shock.
Who gives a fuck?
But you can't
How about
do
this?
that.
You know who's in shock?
Better off when he's sitting with a broken finger in a cast going, I can't move this motherfucker.
We can discuss that part of the problem.
Come on, man. Let's come to a middle ground, man.
All right, well,
you can't
I'm just a little mad I got screwed over today.
I hear you, but you can't leave the guy bleeding in the jail cell. It doesn't work that way.
Because
snap his fucking finger, he can see the ambulance. It's still going to hurt the whole way through.
Yeah.
It's still going to hurt with them resetting it. But now you got a broken ass finger that you can't move. And now you owe money. Or this guy's getting paid for breaking your fucking finger.
Imagine a guy, imagine you're in a courtroom and you just got your finger broken and you're in handcuffs.
I understand.
And the judge is saying,
it's insult to injury.
For that $10,000 that you screwed that guy over. And it depends on the part of the year too. No, it's a good idea. Because think about it. No, think about it.
You're going too far, man.
But I'm having fun with this good conversation.
I hear you. No,
think about it, though.
I'm with it.
Think about it. If the guy robs you at Christmas time and you couldn't buy your kid Christmas presents, fuck that, man. Double the time. 10 grand, you're getting fucking 2 years.
And you're in jail with a broken finger.
With a broken finger. And you got to pay a fine, and you got to pay for your finger. And you know what?
That's like beyond Hammurabi's code. That's like Bobby's code right there.
It'd be awesome. I just think it'd be awesome. I just think everybody will get paid and society would be a lot easier.
I've never thought of you being so justice oriented.
No, what's funny is that I addict a lot of people over on money, so I actually deserve a couple broken fingers and jaws. But I'm
That's
smart.
if they can get at you.
I'm smart enough to say, okay.
Get at you.
That's why I look both ways when I cross the street. I'm not looking side to side. I'm looking front and back.
Yeah, boy.
So I'm smart. So if you're gonna be a dumb person or rather wrong person, at least be crazy enough to suffer the consequences.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't bitch if someone knocked me out. I won't cry.
Well, right.
I don't tell nobody why they did it.
Oh man, that's
good. I just think it'd be nothing better than to see some owner of a real estate with a broken jaw sitting in a jail cell saying, I gotta do 2 years in jail. I'm losing my real estate license. I'm losing everything. I'm losing everything because I screwed some guy over on 20 grand. That guy's gonna get $2 million tomorrow. He's gonna be on TV. The mayor's gonna put a medal around his neck, and he's gonna get his name on the wall on City Hall. And I'm going to be sitting there. And guess what? This is the best part. This is the ultimate best. Not only are you going to go to jail, you're going to go to jail. You're going to start from the top. We're going to put you in jail with the top predator. the top rapist, and you're gonna go in there. And this is the best.
He's just gonna bunk with him.
No, not only
Y'all gonna sleep in one
not only
bed
bunk with him. How about
type
this?
shit.
When you go to sleep, you got to sleep handcuffed on your belly.
Jeez
There
Louise.
you go, naked. Okay.
Jeez Louise.
Yeah, exactly. And if the guy on the top bunk,
I don't want to hear no more.
no,
I don't
if
want
he
to hear
does
no
a good
more.
enough job,
I don't want to hear
it's
no
a
more.
done deal.
I don't
Let
want
me
to
tell
hear
you
none
something.
of that. That's.
That's it.
Look it. Let's shift gears.
Where you want to go though?
Let me think.
Let me think.
Because we went down a dark alley here.
That was a fun alley though.
I
We got some
like
good
that.
laughs
No,
out. That
it was good. It was good. No,
Use your imagination.
I enjoy it. I use my imagination a
Remember
lot.
that movie Casino?
Yes.
What do you want? The hammer or the money?
Right.
No, the hammer and the money. What was it again? You could have the money and the hammer, or you can leave.
No, you could leave with no money, or you can get the hammer
and the money.
money.
Yeah, what did the guy choose?
Right.
What did he choose?
I forgot.
He chose to leave.
Smart man.
He was. But if you were a real man, you say, "Give me the fucking hammer and my 20 grand." That's the difference. So that society will separate what men and
that's balls. Boys. No, what you just referred to as balls. That's balls. You gotta have balls to take the hit.
Boris,
like
I had a bad too. I ripped it out with my fingers. That's how bad it hurt me. Because I didn't want to spend $1,000. I don't want to feel the pain anymore. Put 30 grand in front of me. You're gonna break my hand. I don't need it anymore. I'm 40 years old. I ain't playing sports. Go right ahead. A month from now, I'll be fine. That's it.
It takes balls to say shit like that, though.
It does. There was a lot of fights. A lot of people, like I was in bars and I knew I was about to get into a fight, or I was stepping in a situation and I knew I was going to get my ass kicked. But I did it for self-respect and respect from other people. I know I was going to lose. So sometimes if you got to lose, you get paid 50 grand. It's like McGregor when he fought Mayweather. I know I'm going to lose. I'm going to pay $200 million.
Yep.
Sometimes if you show up to the fight, you really don't
paid,
lose.
I think, not 200.
You know what I'm saying?
But yo, 16 million to lose?
No. You got paid more. So
No. 16 million.
No, you might put me
No. I'm telling you.
No, more.
This is me telling you. Now, Mayweather made whoever won got 200. Yes,
no,
yes.
You got paid a flat rate.
Listen to what I'm
talking right now. Look right now.
Listen to what I'm telling you.
Look it up right now.
I know this already.
He made over 100 or something.
These are facts I'm talking. He made $16 million for losing.
From the fight.
From losing.
Or from everything on pay-per-view. He had a deal.
That's aside the point. I'm just talking about the fight. Whatever he made on promotions and X, Y, Z, etc.
Well, that's part of the fight though, because pay-per-view paid him the fight.
What I'm trying to tell you, the fight itself, he took to lose. Whoever lost got 16 million. Let me tell you something. I'd lose for 16 million.
Says it right here. Maybe you're right. I don't know. Oh, I'm sorry. Stop. Mayweather guaranteed disclosed paycheck was 100 million, and McGregor's guaranteed disclosed pay was 30 million. However, the purse for the two fighters was expected to be substantially higher for each, with Mayweather reportedly earning 275. McGregor earned 85 million.
Oh, 85?
It was 35 to go to fight. You know why? Because the fight was 35 million.
Bro, 85 million
Hold
to
on.
get my ass
The fight was $30 million
Please.
guaranteed, but they wanted to see how many people ordered the fight on TV.
Right.
They split a pool.
Listen.
He fought 10 rounds. He didn't get his ass kicked.
No, he didn't. No,
But they had to start the fight because he was getting hit a lot.
I was rooting for him.
You know what?
And I actually had a bottle of Jameson on it. I lost that bottle.
I tried to record the fight. My phone went dead. I didn't even know it was upstairs.
I really thought that, but no, Floyd, no matter how cocky he is, he's just a great defensive boxer.
Never lost. Undefeated.
He's a great
He was
defensive
49-0. But guess what, though? McGregor held in there for 10 rounds.
He did.
Out of 12.
He did.
It's a long time.
Yep.
Mayweather.
Yeah.
Some of the greatest went down in the 5th.
Listen, with Floyd, they usually stayed until the end and he got the decision on him.
Well, he was a boxer, not a brawler. He was a boxer. He was smartest boxer ever.
Yes.
And plus, don't forget one thing, too.
Yes.
He changed weight classes 3 times. So he went to a bigger weight class, and he still won. So he didn't stay in the same weight class and fight, because he was dominating. But one thing about Mayweather is that he has knocked guys out, but you had to really piss him off. McGregor, I think he knew that if I wanted to do it.
McGregor was looking for the one punch. He was.
And that was his whole strategy.
Yes.
And I respect him for doing it because he almost had it.
Because in the MMA ring, he's a one punch killer.
You know,
did you
Mayweather
see his
said?
latest fight?
Yeah.
How
One
long
shot.
did it take?
40 seconds.
Huh?
Mayweather, I watched.
So, you know,
I watched this video of Mayweather. Mayweather said, he goes, even though the guy wasn't a professional boxer, I know he's a fighter, I respect him, but he said, he goes, I knew for a fact that I wasn't knocking this guy down right away because he gets hit with bare fists by guys twice my size, and he gets hit 45 times in 10 seconds. He goes, I knew I had to box him,
Right.
but he goes, yo, I'm gonna tell you right now. He goes, I got respect for him because he hit me a few times where I felt it, but the thing is, he couldn't do it like Mayweather. See, the thing is, McGregor could.
Because now you got gloves on. It's different.
Not even that. That's true. But also, don't forget, well, McGregor did train, so he got used to it. Don't give him that. But he
Yeah.
trained. But he wasn't ready for a 10. He should have fought somebody beforehand and then went to the next fight. He would have been better. No, if he would have fought a couple of lesser boxers and built his way up. Because he is a boxer in the MMA, in a way.
But you know, yeah,
And he's a lefty, too, which is scary.
Yes, he's a southpaw, and he stands up with guys. Yes, but the thing that it really did, I think, is it put
MMA on the map.
big time.
Big time. It
Big
changed
time.
it. Actually hurt boxing in a way. How about that?
No,
it
no,
did.
no.
It did.
I don't
Everyone
think
watched MMA after it hurt boxing, they said, yeah.
Well, because look, boxing.
Boxing was already hurting anyway. They needed to save boxing with that fight.
Yes.
It was hurting. But it ended up
Yes.
hurting it more than it saved.
No, I think it actually brought it up, and
Boris.
as to say, look at this MMA guy coming in here trying to do things, and he
Yes.
squared off with a boxer, and he lost.
There's one problem, though,
He
Boris.
lost.
I know, you're right.
So there's a certain form to the art of boxing
Yes.
that's, you know,
The MMA can't beat.
in that respect.
Yeah.
In that respect. Now.
McGregor would kill me.
Yeah,
he would kill everyone else.
reverse the stakes. If Floyd came into the MMA ring,
But I'm not sure.
He'd get fucking destroyed.
You know what I say,
He
though?
would get
Hold on,
fucking
stop
destroyed.
One thing. I don't know about Mayweather.
Destroyed.
Hold on a second. Mayweather did grow up as a street fighter.
Yes, but not as a grappler.
You're right. Hold on a second. But I will say this. If McGregor was to keep, if Mayweather was to keep his distance. See, getting hit by a Mayweather, stop.
Truth. But what happens? What happens?
Hold on.
What
Remember,
happens when you go to the ground?
I agree.
What
He's
happens?
done. He's done. I'm talking about the ground.
So now you're telling me
hold
this
on, no.
whole time that this fight was going
talking
on?
about, no.
I'm
talking about.
No way. He's getting taken down.
I'm talking. Listen, the way they trained McGregor to fight Mayweather, the trainers did a phenomenal job.
Shit, yeah, they did.
Because they taught him how to.
Yeah, they did.
Exactly. Now, what I'm saying is, if he didn't get MMA people to help him, he got boxing trainers to help him.
Yes.
Now, if Mayweather got
MMA
people,
but he's not conditioned for
hold on. No, first of all, the guy can go 12 rounds.
it. No, he could, but not on the ground.
Let me finish my point.
You can study jujitsu for 6 months, and
What I'm trying
and
to
it's
say,
not going to be
listen,
the same.
I saw MMA fights.
as a guy who lives
Hold
it.
on. I saw MMA fights where they had a guy who was more like a boxer and more like a fucking jiu-jitsu guy.
Yeah.
And that boxer was taught how to stay away from those grappling moves.
Exactly. You don't
And what
want to
he-
be taken
hold on,
down. Yes.
Hold on. What he did,
But
when he hit him with one shot, the other guy, like a karate guy, you hit Bruce Lee with one shot to the head, he's going fucking down.
if you can land it.
If you can land it. Now, I'm saying with Mayweather and McGregor, Mayweather's not a bitch.
No,
Okay?
not by any means.
He has gotten to street fights.
Not by any
Now remember,
means.
he knows how to fight close up too. What I'm saying is, it's like Mike Tyson. If he was to hit you without a glove, you're fucking dead.
Dead.
Same thing on Mayweather.
Shattered.
Mayweather is one of the hardest punches in boxing history in his weight class. No, his power is no, Boris. He's a jabber. Everyone knows that. They said his power punch, not his jab, his power punch. They said when he connects to your jaw, everybody went fucking down. When he gets that one shot on you,
But how many KOs does he have?
he had a lot. Out of 50, he definitely had 20 something, 30. He had a lot.
Look that up. I want
I'm not 100% sure, but he had a lot.
Look that
But
up.
what I'm trying to
How many KOs did he have?
Okay, what I'm trying to say to you right now is I do agree with you. If the MMA fight happens, McGregor runs full speed at him, tries to grab him, elbows him.
He will grab him.
He will.
That's the
but
thing.
my thing is, if Mayweather was
The
able,
limited training that he has had in between the fight prep and now, that's like putting Royce Gracie up against somebody who's been doing Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu for 2 months.
yes,
They'll teach you what to stay away from,
yeah,
but when he gets you on the
in the
ground,
situation, yeah.
when he gets you on the you're not getting out of it.
Now my thing is I agree with you on that, but my thing is Mayweather That's why I told people when McGregor was fighting Mayweather, they were saying first, second round. I said, guys, and it's the same thing for Mayweather versus him at MMA. I said, you understand something? You have two guys who've been fighting their whole lives.
Mm-hmm.
Two guys who are very tough, who take punches.
Yep.
Now, McGregor's been taking punches with bare fists or small gloves.
Small gloves.
But even before that,
lower
angle.
No question.
This guy's been getting his head beaten for a long time. I said, I already know he might not box well. He might not put on a great show, but he's gonna get hit in the head.
What's up, Sick?
I think he's gonna go. I said he was gonna go 8 or more, and he went 10.
We're
now,
actually agreeing tonight. We're actually agreeing tonight.
With Mayweather in the MMA, if he was to learn how to keep his distance, because Mayweather, remember one thing, McGregor can't do this. Mayweather could not only throw 25, 30 punches in about 10 seconds at you, one after the other. He knows how to throw them.
Yes.
He knows where to aim. Now, McGregor's fighting these guys who are jiu-jitsu and shit like that, but they can't throw a punch.
Because they're not aiming for points.
Hold on, not even that. Let me finish. First of all, Mayweather's aiming for your ribs, your jaw, your eye. He knows where to hit you, especially in the nose.
Sure.
But another thing you're forgetting one thing about with Mayweather is that when he hits you in the jaw and stuff, it's the form. He uses his body a certain way. So if he
throws his body into
this
the
is
punch.
my deal. If Mayweather and McGregor were in a room and they had an argument and they started throwing punches without wrestling, just punch to punch, if McGregor connected on him the right way, I think Mayweather would maybe get hit hard because he has a fucking strong jaw. How about this? Boris.
If any of them
No.
connected, both of them, right?
All right.
Now, my question to you is, who would duck first? And
Mayweather.
Yes.
You know why?
Because that was his whole career.
Yes.
His career was defensive
one problem,
boxing.
though. Can I ask you a question? 50 fights, and I won't even count McGregor. 49 fights. Mayweather was never knocked down.
No.
Not once.
Right.
Never knocked down. This is the best part. Most of his fights, you are right. He went 10 rounds.
Yes.
So
if not 12.
His condition was always there.
On point.
It was hard. You know why it's hard to hit him?
He moves. He's got that shoulder, puppy.
Not even that. There was fights where guys. I saw a fight.
No, I'm sure he got slapped a few times, but you know,
I saw a couple of fights.
I'm not saying he can't take a punch.
No. The difference between Mayweather and like Mike Tyson. Tyson's a great fighter, but Tyson didn't fight the greats. He didn't fight Holyfield Younger. He didn't fight George Foreman. No, stop.
He fought some strong guys.
No, name the best fighter Tyson fought. Holmes. That was it.
Wait.
Holmes. You know how old Holmes was?
No. He fought Klitschko's. One of the Klitschko's.
I'm talking about before he went to
I saw
jail.
that pay-per-view, bro.
I know.
I remember
talking
that
about-
pay-per-view. I paid for
What I'm
that
saying is
pay-per-view,
that-
bro, and that shit was like the McGregor
What I'm saying
fight,
is
bro.
that when you say Tyson, who did he fought? People say the best fighter he fought was Larry Holmes, who was like 38, 40 years old. He was like 21.
Yeah, it's going out.
Hold on a
already.
second.
You can't even
That was the
count
best. That was the best fighter ever, like career-wise. He fought. When you say Mayweather, you say, "Holy shit!" De La Hoya, he beat.
Yep.
Chavez. He beat like 35 greats.
He fought some heavy guys.
So
he fought some heavy guys.
Pacquiao.
Yeah.
Twice.
Yep.
And I say to myself, Mayweather, he's a little cocky, but I like him though. But I say,
Very cocky.
this is a guy.
For a guy who can't read, oh shit.
This is a guy, straight up. I watched him get hit in the face like 6 times straight, jaw shots, face.
Yeah.
And he's able to get his composure back.
Yep.
And take the hits.
He retains composure through it.
Yes, and then what he does, he hits you with a combo, and it's over for you. So I say with McGregor in the MMA, if he was to get one combo on him, not only will he knock McGregor out, he might seriously injure him.
He might.
I wouldn't allow the fight to happen with bare fist.
I would love for that fight.
Love to see it happen, but if I was the MMA, I'm being dead serious. See, the boxing fight was good because they had gloves on. Because they're both dangerous without gloves.
Sick with it. Should McGregor and Floyd go out in the MMA
I wouldn't allow
ring?
it.
And if they do, what are your odds? Who do you think would win?
Hey,
that
Boris, how come boxers have to legally register their hands
one? As lethal weapons.
in the local precinct?
Well, guess what? MMA fighters have to register their
They
body.
They do. There's one problem, though. How about this, Boris? Boris, as a karate guy, Boris, listen to me, Boris.
I'm listening.
As a karate guy, you only got to do it when you hit black belt status. a boxer, even if you're at amateur level.
If Trevor Brett, ever heard of Trevor Brabick?
I think so.
Trevor Brabick was one of the best Tyson fights when he fought Trevor Brabick.
I'm not saying he didn't fight good guys. What I'm saying is that at the time when Tyson was coming up, George Foreman was in his prime. Evander Holyfield, everyone knows that Tyson didn't duck him. Evander Holyfield ducked him. But still, dude, this is what hurt Tyson's career. He never fought Evander Holyfield in his prime. That's like Jordan saying, I'm not going to play against Kobe. Or I'm not going to, you know what I'm saying? I'm not playing against Ewan.
Right.
It's like saying LeBron James, I'm not going to play against fucking Westbrook right now.
Right.
So you can never say, so my attitude is Mayweather produced these fights. He wanted to fight these guys.
He goes, McGregor would win in an MMA fight. It's not a debate. I agree with you.
Listen.
I agree with you, Sick.
I agree too. I'm not saying it's not going to happen. I think McGregor will win. But I'm saying is, as an MMA producer, whatever, what do you call it? Promoter. I'd be scared about one thing.
That lucky punch.
I got a boxer who is MMA has been around for a little while. I mean, like big wise,
It's been around for a while.
I'm saying, but like I'm talking about, like at a high level. A while. What I'm saying is, you have a guy who has fought the best people in the world.
But only with fists.
Yes. What I'm saying
what happens when somebody kicks Floyd, bro?
I think it was the first MMA fight where a professional boxer fought a guy. 2 shots. Broke the whole guy's face open.
The boxer did.
It's a karate guy.
The karate guy did.
And the karate guy was twice his size. You know why? Because he said, they asked him, how'd you go into the fight? Yeah, he goes, how'd you go into the fight? He put his block up. My first punch was go through his block. My second punch was the end.
Who got hit? We talking about the boxer or the...
No. The boxer hit him 2 times.
The boxer knocked him out.
2 times.
The karate guy.
It was one of these low-level fights, not a big promotion. But that's when after that, MMA. No, after that fight, MMA studied and said, you know what? We're not saying these boxers will always win.
But they have a good chance.
No, but these boxers like Mayweather, people like, even Mike Tyson in his 40s, fought one of these guys his size. If he hits one of them... Yeah,
it's over.
You're in trouble. Yeah. This guy was taught. See, MMA, they are taught how to punch. But they're taught how to punch like a straight punch.
Well, no, let me stop.
These guys are taught how to hurt.
Well, let me stop you right there. MMA, it stands for mixed martial arts. Okay?
Yes.
Now, with MMA, you're not going to have a concentration of your career studying boxing. But your stand-up game is going to be taught to you by a boxing coach.
Yes.
Some guy who's, a boxing coach, okay? He's going to teach you your stand-up game. Then you're going to have a jiu-jitsu guy teach you your jiu-jitsu game. Then you're going to have your kicking is going to be done by, like,
I'll give you a perfect example.
It's smaller doses, so the boxer who's been 20, 30 years fighting with boxing, it's the same thing like, again, putting Royce Gracie in with somebody who's been doing jiu-jitsu for like a month.
Example.
You know what I'm saying? You got something, but you ain't got all of it.
Let's talk about the greatest martial arts guy in the world, Bruce Lee.
Mayweather is the best boxing fighter, hands down. But
McGregor is the best MMA.
Once he enters the MMA world and gets taken to the ground, it's over. Just grab your jacket and start walking to the parking lot.
Hold on. I'm agreeing with these people. I'm not saying they're wrong.
No question.
What I'm saying is you are a promoter of the MMA.
Yes.
You have a guy who could take a hard punch, 100%.
Yep.
You have a guy who can fight in the ground. But my question is, do you want to take a chance of having a professional boxer, a guy who only punches, and he aims for the jaw, the temple, and the nose? Do you want to take a chance of this guy hitting you with almost a bare knuckle? He will fucking kill you.
Yeah. It's going to hurt you bad.
Now, I'll give you an example.
It's going to hurt you bad.
It's a good example.
But what are the odds?
Hold on. That's the thing. You don't play with odds in a situation like that.
You do. It's boxing.
Because you ever have a haymaker?
Yes.
Okay. Haymaker.
Yeah.
Meaning these MMA guys, they're not about defense. They're more about offense.
Depends on the fighter.
Boxers are all about defense.
Right.
They wait for the opening. When they see the opening. Now, I'm not saying, I think McGregor will win the fight. I'm not saying he's not.
Yeah.
My biggest fear if I was McGregor is, what if I just for 1 second, because he's
Let
fast.
my guard down for 1
He's
second
fast,
and let
Mayweather.
that fucking...
He's fast.
Mayweather, fuck yeah, he is.
They said he could throw. The reason
is.
why he beat McGregor, they said because Mayweather threw 100 punches in a minute and McGregor threw 25.
Well,
That's the problem.
Home court advantage.
But the problem is conditioning.
Yes.
Mayweather can go 12 rounds.
That's
he
how.
goes 5.
That's even what he said. That we trained to go 12 rounds because we knew he couldn't.
Exactly. Now, I say with the conditioning, another thing too. Boris.
I won money off the Mayweather-McGregor
Oh, yeah,
fight.
everybody did.
There were guys out there who really thought McGregor had a chance against Mayweather in a boxing match.
Now,
I couldn't believe that was what I was hearing.
I'm going to give you guys
I was one of those douchebags, and I lost a bottle of Jameson.
I'm going to give you guys a perfect example from the 1970s, I believe it was. The two greatest martial arts guys in the world was Bruce Lee and Chuck Norris. Before they were actors. They were actually top martial arts. No, they were. Listen to me, stop. No, at that time, Bruce Lee was the best. He did shit that people could.
Yeah.
You see his real fight? There's only one fight on video. He has the gear on. He fought one of the best guys like in fucking China. What he did to him was just insane. I mean, he hit the guy.
Did you ever see a guy named DKO?
I think so. Well, hold on for a second.
Right.
Now, Bruce Lee, what he specialized, I'm not 100% fact, but I watched a documentary on him. What he specialized was like on this 2-inch punch, where it was like
that was one of the things.
Hold on, we had his hand, boom, right? That was one thing.
It was this.
I'm saying, but nobody can do that. He actually created
He perfected it.
He
People
perfected
could
it.
do it, but he did it.
It was
the
a very
best.
small.
He did it the best.
It was a very small minority of karate guys who did that in where he came from.
Well, before you go that far,
He was karate.
He practiced
But he practiced things too.
Jeet Kune Do is what he
Now,
practiced.
but he was a very rare thing. What I'm trying to say is that
He started his own thing,
Bruce Lee was all about.
mixing martial arts.
No, Bruce Lee was all
taking
about
the
hands.
best out of each martial art.
He didn't do as much as he.
That's Bruce Lee.
As much as they show him kicking in his movies and shit. There was a big.
Oh no, never mind the movies.
Hold on. Do you know when he came to America and was making movies? You know what his biggest problem was? He wasn't good at kicking. He was a hands guy. He was good at defending with his legs, but he wasn't offense. So they put him with Chuck Norris. Norris was an action star coming up with him. Chuck Norris was the opposite. He was a kicker, not a puncher.
Right.
So that's why they were so close as friends. That's why he was heartbroken when he died. They actually fooling around like on some charity things. Chuck Norris taught him how to kick, and Bruce Lee taught him how to punch. And everyone,
That's
hold on,
pretty crazy.
But everyone said who would really win the fight, and people said, you know what? We don't know because if Bruce Lee was to catch one of those punches to Chuck Norris's face and neck, he can kill him. But they said at the same time, Chuck Norris can snap his neck with a kick or break his leg because Chuck Norris's legs were like fucking. He knew how to kick. You see his movies in his 40s.
Fucking tree trunks.
Hold on. Do you see Texas Rangers in his 50s? He's still doing a roundhouse 6 feet in the air.
Yep.
Imagine what he did when he was 20.
Yeah.
Now imagine Bruce Lee now. Bruce Lee, he died in his 30s or whatever.
He's quick. Though. Bruce was quick.
The thing with Bruce Lee is that you couldn't hit him.
Quick.
Yes, Bruce Lee. You
No,
couldn't
like
hit.
his punches.
I know,
Quick.
but you couldn't hit Bruce Lee. That was the problem.
No, good luck with that. Yeah.
He had something. That's why they came up with the term cat-like reflexes. He was like a cat.
Yeah.
Bruce Lee was able to fall on his back and flip
Did
back
you ever
up.
see him play ping pong with nunchucks?
Yes, amazing,
Fuck. Dude.
amazing. That wasn't fake.
Nope. Couldn't fake that shit if you tried.
He beat a professional ping pong player with nunchucks. Professional, best in the world.
Yeah.
He beat him
Yep.
for fun.
I think he lit matches with that shit too.
Hold on. He never played ping pong with Chuck. No, his first time doing it. Let me try it out. He practiced for like 2 minutes. Come on, I'll play you as like a charity joke.
Right.
And the guy was hitting the ball hard as he can.
Yep.
Dude, he did it with like 3. I think he did it with 2 at a time. There was 2 guys
Yes,
doing it.
2 guys against him.
Bro, he didn't miss the ball one time.
Nope.
Concentration.
Yep.
But now,
He's a beast.
you see what Chuck Norris did in his movies? People don't recognize this, but it's a big talent. The stunts he did with his legs and stuff and jumping off things. He was able to jump from like a rooftop, another rooftop, and grab the ball. He did some fun. They said Chuck Norris could have died in any of his movies.
Chuck's a badass.
Chuck Norris is one of the best
Chuck's a
stunt
fucking
guys.
badass.
He reminds me of.
Did you hear
who's the other guy?
One time,
Jackie Chan. Jackie Chan's crazy stunt guy.
Yo, did you hear one time Chuck Norris? He went to the Virgin Islands, and then when he left, they were just called the Islands.
That's a good one. That's a good one. That's a good one. Oh man, I like that one. The Highlanders.
Yeah, it's crazy because nunchucks aren't meant to be used as weapons. I beg to differ. I think you could fuck someone up with a set of nunchucks.
One of the best fighting scenes I see in the movie, except the Bruce Lee movies, was the Jet Li one, The Kiss of the Dragon.
Mm-hmm.
When he walks into the dojo. He walks into the dojo and it's like 20 black belts.
Yeah.
And all he does is just take his jacket off. But when he grabbed the fucking, that little stick thing, and he bends down on the floor and he breaks all their knees, I mean, Jet Li was a close, he's really sick now, right? It's sad.
Is he really?
He looks like he's 90 years old now. So get a picture of Jet Li right now. It looks like he's fucking 90.
Oh, I don't even want to. I like to remember Jet the way he was.
If you look at his movies 2 years later, he has some kind of disease where I think it's deteriorating. I don't know if he has a disease.
Is that right? No, you need to look that up. I need to.
No, something's wrong with him.
Look that shit up.
No, because he made that movie like he looked like he was like 30.
I need that fact checked.
No, he aged too quick.
Jet's my boy, bro. You know what I'm saying? You could fuck anyone up with anything if you're the creative types. This is true. And with Bobby, he's the creative type. Oh shit! Just don't give him a slapjack. That's a weapon of choice for him.
Hold on. Yeah, look at him. I hate.
No. I don't want to look at him. I want to know what he's suffering from.
I'm gonna tell you
if
right
he's
now,
suffering from something.
Well, I also want you to see it though, because it's a big. No, you have to see this. It's a big difference. No, it's a big difference. Trust me, it's a big difference.
Well, because he's aging. But if he's suffering from something, that's a different story. Nah, man. No, let's not make it worse than kind of like the aging process, man. No, I wouldn't go that far. You know what I'm saying?
They say, hey, look, Jet Li unrecognizable. He's sick with something. I don't know what it is.
That's a line of bullshit.
No, look. Worries fan about his health. They're worried about his health. He's not saying nothing, but he's old.
Nunchucks were meant to be used as a part of a ceremonial dance. Is that right? That's some shit. I'm learning today. This is cool. But, like, it's still a neat fucking weapon. I could never use them. I'd fuck myself up with nunchucks. You know what I'm saying?
Here it says, martial arts legend Jet Li is battling illness.
What kind of illness?
It's that disease where like you age really quick. I don't know the exact one.
I need to know.
It's called ink. I don't want to say home.
Nah, bro.
No, people get it. They hit like the 30s, and something happens to their body, and they age really quick. It's like people who look.
I refuse to believe that.
They say that people are praying for his health. If his shocking recent photos revealed the extent of spinal problems he has. He has spinal problems. He has hyperthyroidism or something like that.
Goes, I don't think he's sick. Those pictures are referring to where of him preparing for a movie. I can't, I strongly doubt that Jet Li out of all people. Nah, bro.
Boris, stop for a second, Boris.
That's how healthy them freaking guys are. No, I don't believe it.
That's him in his 50s.
Yeah, my cock.
Right, so you're telling me that he don't have a disease? I'm
telling you that's not him. He's preparing for a role.
No. Remember the movie Romeo Must Die?
Yeah.
Did that movie?
Yeah.
He did a couple movies. Hold on, stop. He left.
No, I don't believe.
I saw the whole thing on it. He left acting for 2 years, and they said he had a problem with his spine. He had some injuries.
He might have had an injury, but it's not going to make him look like that. That's not that a spinal injury does not make you look like that.
It says it right here. No, he has other diseases too. It's a spinal thing.
Let's agree to disagree.
All right, so you're telling me right now that his doctor's lying.
I'm telling you right now they're lying you about his doctors.
He doesn't have a spinal. This is Wikipedia. This is fact.
Oh no, Wikipedia.
Hold on. He has hyperthyroidism.
Yeah.
In 2013, Lee revealed that he suffers from hyperthyroidism, and he has been dealing with the issue from the past 3 years.
Right.
Since his heart rate can hit 130 to 140 at rest, Lee takes medications to control his heart rate and has been advised not to do any sort of exercise.
Not going to make him age faster.
What is his... I'm telling you.
It's not going to make him age faster.
Look, he's been dealing with it for 10 years. He was diagnosed in 2010. It's 2020. The illness is a thyroid condition that causes fatigue and weight loss. He's losing a lot of weight. He's getting older. I mean, the gray hair obviously is getting older, but he's losing weight, and he has a problem with his spine. They say so. He's basically sitting in a. He can't work out anymore. He can't do no kind of things. Boris, they seen him. Boris, these are real pictures. Boris, they seen him in a movie. He's a good-looking guy. He was a big guy. All of a sudden, where is he? He disappeared. He's acting for 10 years. He's one of the top martial artists. He's bigger than Jackie Chan. He disappeared for like 2 or 3 years. And they took pictures of him. He's fucking losing his hair. He's all hunched over. He's sick. I saw a friend of mine, Boris, who was sick, bro, with liver disease. And when he really got bad, Boris, he aged 10 years overnight, bro. I saw my friend with cancer.
It's possible.
Here, I can't show it to you now. My friend Eamon, who died of cancer, I saw a picture of him. In 1 year, Boris, he went from 250 fucking pounds of solid muscle to 120, right? And with that, he lost his hair, he aged, his skin got wrinkled, he got paler. Boris, it hits you hard. Trust me, man. This guy, I seen a picture of Jet Li one day.
It's possible.
I was in a state of shock. I didn't even know. I thought it was some fake-ass news shit. They said he has it's a rare disease. Not everybody has it. No one knows about it. He has a rare disease that affects certain people. Boris, you ever see kids that are born and they age really quick?
Yes.
He has something similar. It's a thyroid problem. It's something similar to that. Some diseases do that to you. Where your hair comes out right away and you fucking get old looking. There's diseases where you look young your whole life too, you know, Boris? Where you don't grow.
Yeah. That's a thyroid thing.
Yes, well, your thyroid can go both ways. It can make you look, you know. So he was diagnosed with this in 2010. I mean, those pictures are probably from 2014, but it was a couple of years. But he's sick.
Yeah.
He's sick. No.
Yeah.
He's sick. And it's sad. I'm not gloating about it.
No question.
But it is fact. And it's not something I would lie about.
Right.
Not with him. He's a great actor, great person. I wouldn't lie about it.
Great martial artist.
If it was Justin Bieber, I would lie about it and says he has AIDS.
He probably does too.
Justin Bieber got AIDS, everybody.
Yeah, AIDS.
Yeah. He's taking in the poo-poo. They call him Justin Poo-Poo now.
Oh God, leave it.
That's it. You know? That's it. They're going in through the Toronto hole. That's it. He swallows in Vancouver and he takes it in Toronto.
And on that note, it's 1:10. We gonna call it a night for tonight.
Yep.
Thank you so much for chilling with us tonight. And don't forget, we made a beat tonight. Check the beat out on SoundCloud right after this podcast.
You bust me down the cigarette, bro.
Yeah, I'm not busting you down on shit.
I see what. What we doing with the beers? You gonna finish them or what? You gonna drink more?
Listen, let me do my fucking outro.
I'm chilling out still.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I got work tomorrow. Shit.
Thank you for hanging out with me. Catch the beat on SoundCloud.
You're welcome.
You know what I'm saying? You're welcome.
You're welcome.
Thank you. But yo, check the shit out. You know where it's at. YouTube. Throw that fucking subscribe button and fucking smack. You know we love you. Sick with it. Have a great night. Thank you for chilling. And catch me on Monday for some new shit.
Yeah, there you go.